Happening now, a shocking new report from NBC News concerning Chief Washington correspondent at Fox, James Rosen, that Attorney General Eric Holder personally signed off on a search warrant, labeling Rosen as a likely criminal co-conspirator as part of their case against an alleged leaker of sensitive material, allowing investigators to get access to Rosen's emails. So how are the mainstream media handling this developing scandal? Let's bring in our News Watch panel. Judith Miller is a Pulitzer Prize-winning investigative reporter and author. Kirsten Powers is a Daily Beast columnist. Both are Fox News contributors. What about the reaction that this apparently, according to NBC, goes all the way up to the highest level, the top guy at the Justice Department, Judy?
Well, this is the first time that Eric Holder has had to assume, or will have to assume, personal responsibility in the AP case, which is where they cast a dragnet that affected roughly 100 AP reporters. Eric Holder said that he had recused himself. Now it appears that he did sign that warrant, which criminalizes reporting. And I think the press isn't buying it. For once, many in the media who were kind of lapdogs to this administration have suddenly become watchdogs. And I welcome the change. I welcome the skepticism. It's long overdue.
Kirsten, the administration seems to want to kick the can down the road, but have they kicked a hornet's nest with this one?
Yeah, look, the media actually is very engaged in this. They finally, I guess, have overstepped the bounds. The Obama administration has finally overstepped the bounds with the media in this case, and it has awakened them not just to the contemptuous attitude the administration has towards the idea of a free and independent media, but also towards whistleblowers, something that we've known about for his entire administration, that he'd been persecuting a lot of whistleblowers, which is different, frankly, than a leaker. A leaker often is somebody, someone who's just leaking something perhaps for political benefit, but a whistleblower is somebody who's actually trying to alert the media to something going on that people need to know. They've persecuted a lot of whistleblowers, and it's finally getting some attention.
Well, Judy, but the interesting thing to me is that, after hearing complaints from the media and others about this overly broad subpoena, going after the Associated Press, 20 phones of 20 reporters and editors at the Associated Press in Washington, the president says, okay, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to appoint Attorney General Eric Holder to investigate himself.
Right, exactly. He's going to review the guidelines of the Department of Justice, which is supervised by Eric Holder. And Eric Holder, when asked how many requests for search warrants or subpoenas of journalists he had turned down, couldn't remember. That would seem to be something I would want to know if I knew that I was on the defensive. And the president had just expressed confidence in me. I mean, this is truly amazing, but Eric Holder has been able to dodge these bullets again and again and again. And finally, I think we really do need some outside scrutiny, some steady scrutiny by the press. I hope that as summer comes, we won't lose focus. The guidelines are going to be reviewed by July 12th. Let's make sure that there are some serious recommendations about stopping such overreach.
Well, Kirsten, you worked in Washington. Everything the president has said thus far about, about Benghazi, about this AP story, is that it's a partisan witch hunt, that there is no there, that kind of thing. Are the media still going along with that notion?
I think they are on the Benghazi issue. But the AP story and the Fox News James Rosen story are very different because, of course, they focus on the media, and the media is very concerned about the media. So that's different. I think on the other issues, frankly, they're not getting as much attention because the administration's done a good job convincing people that they're just partisan issues and, don't pay attention.
All right. Well, the Justice Department going after a reporter for doing his job. It's kind of an interesting time in America. We'll talk more about it. Judith Miller, Kirsten Powers, thank you.
Thank you.
More with my great panel when I host Fox News Watch this weekend. We cover the coverage of the week's top stories. Runs Saturday, 2:30 Eastern Time, right here, Fox News Channel.